Hello, everyone. I'm Lenny Martin. I am with Joe Joselevich, and we are JLR, the one-stop shop for fantasy and sports betting. In today's podcast, we will focus on the betting aspect as we look into the player props of the NBA games for tonight. Joe, how is everything going for you today?
Another typical Monday. Um, we got our Super Bowl matchup yesterday, so very excited about. That's going to be like your classic matchup actually with the Super Bowl because it's going to be youth against experience, Brady against Mahomes. Brady, arguably the greatest of all time, and then you have Mahomes, who eventually, when he retires, if he's healthy, is going to be up there as well. So that's definitely something to definitely look forward to.
Yeah, it's like the past against the present, you know what I mean? Like they're a
Exactly.
replica of each other, and we could say that in about 15 years, but we'll have to see how that happens.
No, absolutely, exactly. And just to throw it out quick, we're gonna have a special Super Bowl um, podcast. We're gonna have some special guests on there. We're gonna go over our player props and best bets, and maybe a same game parlay or two. So definitely we're looking forward to that. But yeah, the NBA. We're talking NBA today, and we got player props. We got four guys that we think that could line your pockets tonight with a little bit of money. So we're going to get into it.
All right, yeah, I just started sharing my screen so everybody can see. And yet again, we are using Draftkings Sportsbook to get to the player props. So you just go on the main screen, you're going to hit NBA, player props, and then right under that, we like to go to points, rebounds, and assist. And Joe, today, I think we're going to pick four guys. And you want to get started with the 76ers and Detroit Piston game?
Yeah, I'm going to direction with, especially if Joel, we got to keep our eye on Embiid. So if Embiid's out tonight, Ben Simmons at 31 and a half, I believe, is a smash play. You're getting a guy with triple double capability, even with Embiid on the floor. If you take him out, you're taking away a lot of production, mass production, and that production is going to get split between Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris, and it's going to get spread around, but Simmons becomes the guy at 31 and a half. Again, I think that's a smash play.
Yeah, I'm looking at his stats from the last couple of games, and I mean, he's been on a tear. I mean, when it came to points, he had about 20, 15, and 11. But I mean, the difference with Simmons is, he could put up rebounds and assists. I mean, he had 9, 3, and 8, and 7, 11, and 8, and he met that mark for the last three games, and especially with him beat out, he's going to get an extra load. So I think 31 and a half would be a safe play.
Yeah, absolutely. It depends on him playing or sitting tonight. But again, I still like, even if Embiid plays, I still like that play with Simmons because he's just been playing at a good level right now. It's consistent. So we'll go there. What do we got next?
I scrolled down next. We got the Charlotte Hornets and the Orlando Magic. Who did you like in that game?
Gordon Hayward stands out at, I believe, what is it, 31? Is it 31 and a half?
Yes, 31 and a half. The odds changed from 110 to 125. So we have a couple of people jumping on that with us as well.
Oh, absolutely. And for good reason. After the game he had last night, and he's on a tear lately. He'll get you there with points alone. He played a lot last night, and I know they played last night, but 31 and a half for a guy who I believe put up 39 points alone last night and could stuff the stat sheet. I think 31 and a half is still too low. He should be about 34 and a half for his production. So if we're getting 31 and a half, I think that's value, and I think that makes an excellent play.
Yeah, I mean, looking at his last couple of games, he had 39 points, 34 points, 25 points, and then he's sprinkling a couple of rebounds and assists in there as well. So, I mean, if you look at it, he got over the mark just in points alone the last two games. So, I think he's definitely going to get the mark there. And I think 31 and a half is definitely a number that we should jump on as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's Who do you got next there, Lem?
Okay, we were going to look at the Nuggets and the Dallas Mavericks, but it looked like they took Jokic away. So he was 42 and a half at the time. So we're going to have to look for a different guy. So what I went down to was the Celtics and the Bulls. Who do you like in that game?
No Kemba Walker tonight. Jason Tatum with a questionable mark. Even if he comes back, I don't think he gets a full ride. Jaylen Brown becomes the guy. I think he only played, I believe, 19 minutes last night. He becomes the guy. I mean, he's putting up great numbers this year, even when they're on the floor. That's where I'm putting my money. What's the mark for Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown's about 34 and a half.
That's about right for him. But against the Bulls in a fast-paced or paced-up game where they don't play great defense, I'm a little skeptical on a blowout. But Boston played last night, so how fresh are their legs? Jaylen Brown, 34 and a half. I think we can get there.
Yeah, I mean, with Kemba out because he's not playing on the back-to-back, I think he could definitely get there. And even if, like you said, Tatum comes back, I don't see him doing a full slate. And if he does, how ready is he? He's been out with the COVID protocol for a while. So even if he comes back in, I think he's going to be a little rusty. So they're going to have to weigh a little bit more on Jaylen Brown. So 34 and a half, I think, is a mark that he could get to.
Absolutely.
So we have one more guy. We're going to go back up to the Toronto Raptors and the Pacers. And who do you like in that matchup?
I'll tell you what, quietly, Miles Turner has been putting up numbers. I know Sabonis gets all the credit, and rightfully so. The guy's an animal, and, whatever limelight he gets, he deserves. But Miles Turner, the last handful of games, have been putting up very solid numbers. He's getting good minutes, and he's starting to contribute more to the team. I don't know if that's because Oladipo is not around anymore, but they're really starting to utilize Miles Turner, and he's the low mark. I think the benchmark for him was 21 and a half. Is that still holding true?
They bumped it up to 22 and a half, but I still like it. I mean, the last 2 games, he had 22 points and 25 points alone. And then the game before that, he had 22. So he's almost getting that mark with points alone. And I mean, he controls the boards a lot. He had many games where he had about 9, 10, 12 boards. And then, I mean, there's a couple games where he had 4 and 3 assists, so he could sprinkle that around too. So I think 22 and a half is a really good number for him.
Yeah, you're getting a good double. And that's all we're looking for, basically, here is just a small double-double. And I believe that we can get there with Miles Turner. I believe that they have the matchup with the Raptors. They played last night. He dumped 25 points on him. So I like that matchup, definitely.
And, I mean, there's different ways that we could make these bets, Joe. You have 1 or 2 ways that you're going to make the bets tonight?
Yeah, I'm either going to look at parlaying all 4 guys because, I mean, they're strong plays. And I wouldn't put my money where I don't think that I would have an opportunity to cash a ticket. So I'm going to look at a parlay using all 4. And maybe,
okay, so a parlay, even I put like $10 is to win 125. If you put 15 on it, to win 188. So that would bring in a nice amount of cash in your pocket. So doing a parlay, of course, you got to hit them all. And, if they all hit, you get a nice payday on that one.
Absolutely. Now, I know that you like the all. You want to elaborate on it?
Can you say that again?
Sure. Yes. I'm on the road currently right now. In case you're getting a little bit of feedback, you like the alternative to the parlay. Do you want to elaborate on what you might throw in tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking at the round robin. I mean, I feel pretty confident that we could go 4 for 4, but we do have other options where you could bet every guy at a single amount. So if 3 out of 4 come, you'll still bring in some money. They also have the 2-pick round robin and 3-pick round robin. So if we did like a 2-pick and we put about like a $30 bet, it would be $5 per parlay. And what I like about that is you could pretty much, if one guy doesn't hit the mark, you could still get paid on multiple other bets. So that's something that I'll probably look into and, sprinkle some money on there.
Absolutely, and you're taking less of a chance, obviously, with your money, and a better shot of winning. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to win. We're here to win together. These are, picks that we like on a daily basis and matchups that we like. And while I'm on that, I want to throw a shout out to our boy TJ Raleigh, who had a great podcast the other day as far as the NFL and the conference championship games. He had some really good insight and expertise, and he cashed tickets and he made money yesterday. So if you watched that podcast and you played when he told you to play, you were in the money. So
yeah, I think you did a great job. You know what I mean? And then with our podcast yesterday, I mean, I think we finished 1-1 on a 50-50. So we didn't make any money, but we didn't lose any. So I guess we can live with that at the end of the day. And then hopefully tomorrow we could go back to fantasy. But tonight we'll be working on just the NBA prop bet. So hopefully we can hit them tonight, bring some money in our pockets.
Absolutely. Hey guys, if you're gonna bets, best of luck to you. Like I said, these are just matchups we think that could cash, and we're looking to cash a ticket. So with that said, you guys, good luck. Happy Monday. It's Monday, wishing it were Friday, but let's get a good start to the week.
Exactly. Just to remind everyone, we are JLR, the one-stop shop for fantasy and sports betting. And if you place our bets tonight, good luck. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow with some different bets.